way these gas prices looking, we all gonna be doing something strange for a piece of change. All right. Political drain watchers, what's up? Uncle's taking a little break. So, you've been left with me unsupervised. Ain't no brakes or seatbelts in this motherfucker, so hold on to something. I'm Crash Dummy, if you don't know me. I'm a former intel analyst and current corporate dogfight enthusiast. I organize for the Black Market Coalition. Black Market Coalition is a community source infrastructure network where we build community-owned infrastructure for the people. You can check us out on the socials at Black Market Coalition, or you can see what we're about at freeblackmarket.com. All right, so let's start off with some good news. The state of Minnesota is suing the federal government for evidence linked to the ICE killings of law-abiding American citizens that happened a couple months ago. There's been a lot of back and forth about whether the federal government is or is not finished with their investigation, because once they're finished with their investigation, the state can start their investigation. Now, there's also contention about whether or not the federal government needs to give over the evidence they uncovered during their investigation. Now, the state of Minnesota is suing the federal government so that they can get on with their investigation and the state can start theirs. And this will likely be to prosecute the ICE officers involved in the shooting of Renee and Alex Pretti. Birthright Citizenship is up on the chopping block today. But you probably didn't even hear about that because national gas prices are at over $4 a gallon. The price of lube went up, so the federal government said you ain't getting none. Now, that's mostly due to crude oil prices, which are trading at around $98 a barrel in the United States. And this is down from last week, which was triple digits. But the astronauts aren't the only ones getting high, as the commodity prices are expected to rise if the war in Iran continues into the spring months. Now, this can be attributed mostly to a rise in transportation costs. Fertilizer and a lot of other items go through the Strait of Hormuz, and we are being affected by oil prices. Now, this will mostly affect farmers, truckers, point of sales, and local businesses in the United States. But prices continue to fluctuate as our president continues to threaten other countries with Geneva Convention violations over the internet. I forgot to mention, if you sign up as a vendor at freeblackmarket.com, you can trade with your comrades. Prices at your local markets are expected to increase if the war in Iran drags on, as the high cost of oil has begun to shudder its way through our domestic infrastructure. This includes petroleum products, so everything from plastic bags to plastic knives, petroleum-based lubrication, beef are going to increase in price. And a large part of this is due to high transportation costs, but also due to manufacturing costs. All right, so the Swamp administration continues to try to manipulate markets with tweets about peace talks while sending over 3,000 troops to the Strait of Hormuz as a just-in-case measure. But Iran sent its own wave of market-focused messaging, stating that nobody knows what he's talking about. But it's important to remember Iran's focus is for the stock market to raise. Now, Dumpy is going to address the nation tonight so that his friends can make more money insider trading, and hopefully they can bring the stock market down, especially for crude oil. Now, I hope that we are actually taking care of the casualties that we've sustained in this weird little side mission, because it turns out that rock walls from 9/11 don't hold up to ballistic missiles very well. And the Department of Warts couldn't be bothered to protect the troops they already put in harm's way. But I guess that's what happens when your commander in question is already compromised. So that might actually have something to do with the over 1,000% increase in conscientious objector inquiries for the United States Armed Forces. And I don't think this holy war is going very well for anybody at this point. So the cosplay crusaders are going to have to pick another grift. Iran is reportedly setting traps on Karg Island, baiting the United States after the recent troop deployments to the area. And in an attempt to lessen the strain on the region's oil infrastructure, Saudi Arabia began piping more oil to the west, which is where the Red Sea is. Now, this would circumvent the Strait of Hormuz altogether. And in completely unrelated news, the Houthis started attacking Israel and threatening Red Sea routes. The United States and the Iranian government are just playing a game of petrodollar whack-a-mole. We're trying to keep the prices low. They're trying to bring the prices up. Now, I hope you're ready for COVID-style toilet paper rushes, because this is going to be really fun. Because I don't think drivers are going to drive if they're not actually making profit. And we're not doing subsidies. So the name of the game is really just oil prices. But, I mean, like, if diesel goes up, how long do you think they're going to ship? Like, their bottom line is going to be compromised. All right, so people have been asking how they can give back, because No Kings was fun, but it wasn't enough. And that was supposed to be your stepping stone anyway. So if you want more movement, more boycotts, more leverage, you want your voices to be heard, then you need to start joining up with your local political organizations. If you don't want to do that, you can donate your time and your money to food banks and mutual aid organizations. Now, Political Drain listeners, you have an opportunity to give back this Easter in honor of the 5th year of the war for survival for Ukraine. We salute the heroes, both living and fallen, and you can do that too by going to the link in the description and contributing directly to your brothers in arms.
Also, direct action means maybe you need to be throwing some dildos. I didn't say throwing, I'm sorry, holding, playing. The dildo distribution people, yeah. You haven't seen them? Go to closertotheedge.com. I'm going to put the link in there that shows you the whole thing that they're doing. It's amazing. But they're using these, and they've got thousands of them now because they realize that they're so effective at warding off these ICE agents at Whipple in Minneapolis. And now around the nation, they're giving these away to people. They're passing them out because that absurdity in the face of this toxic masculinity seems to be the one thing that gets these ICE agents to back off. It actually works. So I want to help them get those donations for the thousands that they've bought. Also, the thousands were donated to them as well. But for the ones that they bought, they need to get that money back, and they need to keep this going because it's working. If nothing else, just to piss off those ICE agents. Email me, politicaldrain@proton.me. politicaldrain@proton.me. You email me, say, I want to donate, and I will give you the instructions on how to do so, because the time to fight is now. Hey, yeah, you. Before you click away to watch someone unbox a tactical toothbrush, let's talk about something real. Political Drain isn't just another content mill. We're a digital front in a very real war. Not with bullets, but with ideas, with action, and with solidarity. We pair urgent news with critical education. And we build community around actual resistance, not the hashtag kind. The kind that moves. But here's the thing. None of this is free. It isn't. Behind every video is time, labor, research, and some weird guy asking if we're gonna pay the hosting bill. And yeah, some of that money goes to things we can't necessarily say out loud. If you know, you know. Let's just say our special ops aren't Call of Duty LARPers. They're people making real moves to protect, uplift, and organize. You're not just funding a channel. You're funding a resistance network in a world where capital still calls the shots. Unfortunately, in a system built on artificial scarcity, even mutual aid has a price tag. And if we want to grow, if we want to win, we need your help. We need your help. So if you've got even a few bucks to spare, toss it our way. It's not for ads, it's not for merch drops, but for people making moves in the shadows so others can do it in the light. It's just us and you. So fund the mission, fund the fight, fund the future, because nobody's coming to save us. We save each other. That's how this works.